All right, good morning. This is Jovita Woodridge, and I'm the Volunteer Services Director for Volunteer Florida. If you are one of the attendees and able to hear me, if you could just enter in the chat that you can hear me okay, we will get started in just a minute. Let's see, I see somebody, Jerry Ferguson. Who else? Just seeing if anybody can hear me. Just making sure you guys can hear me okay. Just let me know in the chat box if any of you can hear me all right. Okay, I actually now have unmuted all of the participants. If you can hear me, you are welcome to unmute yourself and let me know. All right, and one more time, if you can hear me, just let me know. I'm having some volume issues over here, but should be good in just a second. Test. All right, great. Going to go ahead and get started. Well, welcome this morning to Volunteer Connect's Quick Basics, sponsored by Volunteer Florida. My name is Jovita Woodridge, and I'm the Volunteer Services Director for Volunteer Florida. Really excited to be with you all this morning. This session is being recorded, so you're welcome to go back to it anytime. On our website under Volunteer Services, there's a resources section, and you can click there for a number of different video tutorials about Volunteer Connect. So we'll go ahead and get started. I will try to make this less than 30 minutes. If you do have any questions, please go ahead and enter them in the chat box. All participants at this point are muted. Okay. So first, I just very quickly want to just be sure everybody knows about Volunteer Florida. We're the state's lead agency for volunteerism and national service. We are also the lead agency for volunteers and donations before, during, and after disasters, and we generally foster volunteerism around the state. There are organizations just like Volunteer Florida in all 50 states who are called the State Service Commission and are required in order for states to receive certain streams of funding from the federal government in terms of national service. So we have a number of different roles. We're administratively housed in the Office of the Governor, and overall national service and volunteerism really are our focus and our delight and what we're really passionate about. Just real quickly, Volunteer Connect Attendance and reports is next week, next Wednesday at 10:30, same time. I would love to have you. We're going to go through some of those advanced features that can be really beneficial for you and then also be helpful for your volunteers if they want to keep track of their attendance as in terms of their own civic history. So just a reminder about that. Also, if you are fairly new to Volunteer Florida or you'd like to learn more about our grant opportunities and other goings on, you can click on newsletter sign up. www.volunteerflorida.org is the website, and you can click that link in the top right corner and register for any of our several newsletters. We have a general one, national service, and it's a management variety of them, and you can register anytime with us. Okay, couple of key terms and conditions just to remember about Volunteer Connect. Only posting opportunities that fulfill a charitable mission. Make sure you have an accurate mission statement, that you are following guidelines, that you have updated contact information so that volunteers know who to contact. Please try to respond to volunteer inquiries as quickly as you can. Just we want to make sure that volunteers know that through Volunteer Connect can have this great opportunity to volunteer and that organizations are responsible to them. That's just really beneficial for us and really beneficial for people as they are beginning to connect with organizations. Please do not indicate the volunteer favorite organization supports the organizational activities, participation in political or legislative activities, only permitted as defined by the IRS, no discrimination in any way, within the organization in any way that you can not think we have to worry about with you all, but it's really important just to generally know about these details. No proselytization or promotion of religious views, pushing that on anybody. And you can request financial support. If you have a fundraising activity and you want somebody to be able to do registration or volunteer to support the activity, that's great for the direct asks or advertising. So volunteer you can use it for a number of different things. Volunteer recruitment, scheduling, management, and free. This is a no-cost service that we are just so grateful to provide to nonprofits and government entities across the state. So in terms of recruitment, one of the big things that we want to be sure about is that we are putting the best foot forward when it comes to the organization and volunteer opportunities. So, your end game is making sure that the audience, Volunteer Connect browsers, the browse, really see something that's appealing and that is up to date and timely and fulfill our organization. So, you have an organization profile, you originally registered the information statement and a couple of different bits of information. You can think that within your account. So this is what those volunteers are going to see when they click on your organization profile. So make sure your website is accurate. You're welcome to put in hyperlinks and so on. Just make sure it's clear, fairly concise, but just you want it to be accurate so that people find and know the appeal of the organization and what's the information about it. So the next component would be your actual volunteer opportunity. You can use all kinds of formatting options, bold and italics, bullets, as you see here, and you can find all the things. But you want this to be clear and concise. What are the key types of information that you want your potential volunteers to know? So this is just an example that I wrote up and you can put a picture in there and so on. But very clear details, really important and control font size. So you want to be careful of the width. The formatting editor can do all kinds of things, and that's the problem. We want to be sure not to be using too many different fonts or colors or sizes, things like that, because it really just ends up distracting potential volunteers as they're trying to review the description of your product. So what you want to do is first log in and go through your account to that. So volunteerflorida.org. If you use volunteerconnect.org or volunteerconnect.com and type it in, you'll be routed here. So again, volunteerflorida.org. And you'll see here where the login button. If you hit that, you'll enter the and password you have, and here's where you end up with your scholarship. So here you can have some key information. You'll see training information, webinars, you'll see some of the ones we've had before, the recordings. You'll also see, if you scroll down a little bit, some information about some of it's through our newsletter, some of it's just written on some of our web pages, but just some training information that maybe helpful for you as you feel opportunities in the future. Of course, over on the left-hand side, you have all of your menu items. You'll notice volunteer opportunities. Thinking there is probably a good deal about first. You see just those very menu items at the bottom. It says return to volunteer portal, and that actually takes you to your volunteer account. So you actually have kind of a double account when you register with us for the organization, and that'll show you your upcoming opportunities if you have registered as a volunteer for other opportunities. You may want to just create your own account that is not related to the organization, but you do have this. It's a great way for you to kind of see what volunteers see in their accounts. But that's what that will take you to. Okay, so you'll see that here towards the bottom there. It says My Organization. And you click on that. It's going to take you to this page, and you have an opportunity to edit the information that shows up on your organization profile. So again, when you enter information, it's registered. If you want to update any of that, you can do that in your organization. If you scroll down, you'll see this information. Now, you can have multiple people who have access to this account. Now, they will have access to everything in this account. You cannot determine which features they have access to, so just keep that in mind. But you want to click on Create Organization Contact. You'll fill in all the information for that individual. And then once you submit that, right here, under Actions, their name will appear, and then you want to click Request Portal Access, and then you will leave that for you, that person will get their password, and you will be able to do whatever is necessary. And if you want somebody to be the point of contact for a particular volunteer opportunity, you do need to have them as one of these partner staff members so that they can be using that opportunity. So with scheduling, when we're creating a volunteer opportunity, you're going to see 2 schedule types and 2 registration types. Now, for each schedule type, there are 2 registration types, so there are 4 ways total to schedule and register volunteers. You can schedule them in a date and time specific way or in individually scheduled way. And we'll see here because they're in time specific. So radio buttons click for that, the 2 registration types to sign up and express interest. They're a little bit different from individual schedule, but we'll go over all that. So for the schedule type, there are, well, here are the 2 schedule types. Date and time specific, which we just saw. That's when you need a certain number of volunteers for a defined number of occurrences. And occurrences can look like a shift. And it could be one time or recurring occurrences. So you need 5 volunteers every month for the next 5 weeks, from 2 to 12. It can also just be I need 5 volunteers this month from 10 to 12. So it can be one-time occurrence, multiple occurrences that aren't recurring, so it could be a Monday at some time, Tuesday at a different time, and so on. And then for the individually scheduled, this is when you volunteer within a particular time frame, but not necessarily for defined time. And this can also be recurring or one-time support that the individual is. So again, this is using schedule types. Now for date and time specific, there are 2 ways that people can register. You can kind of determine how you want people. So for those 5 volunteers for these multiple Mondays, you can have them sign up, which means that they register for an occurrence on the public site for Volunteer Connect. They are automatically confirmed. So we see this a lot. You don't need an application. You can just kind of show up for an event, maybe because it's virtual. These individuals will get an automated email with the details, the location of the opportunity, and so on. If there are only those 5 slots available, they'll automatically receive a wait list prompt, or they can search for a different occurrence. Now, under date and time specific swapping, the other way that you can register by expressing an this is the same, except they are not automatically. This is great if you just need to kind of fill up these shifts and then you want to get in touch with the volunteers to help them fill out an application and so on. After the fact, they can just register to start and you get to review and confirm this. So those are the ways that the volunteers can register if the way you want to schedule is that specific date. So for date and time specific scheduling, after you've done the initial page of volunteer opportunity information and the form to create the volunteer opportunity, you're going to have this option to actually schedule. So you'll see here, is this a regular schedule? If not, then you're going to put in a specific date, specific start and end time, and that's it. And then you'll see on the right, create an additional threads if you want to do that, or you can go ahead and just create the opportunity. Now, if you want to go back in, sometimes when you're creating the additional occurrence, it may not show you, it may create the opportunity even if you want to create additional occurrences. You can always go back to volunteer opportunities, click on the opportunity, and you can edit your occurrences and add as many as you want. So you can always go back and look at that. You'll see your occurrence name and occurrence description. If you want to have slightly more detail about a particular occurrence, so let's say 10 to 12, maybe occurrence name is support with middle schoolers, for example. You have a volunteer opportunity that's just a general opportunity, let's say general opportunity to serve middle schoolers, and the 10 to 12 slot is serving 6th graders, and then the 12 to 2 slot is serving 7th graders, for example, if you wanted to put some detail like that in there. So it's basically information that makes it not necessary to have a completely new volunteer opportunity. It's just a little extra information that you may want to provide people for certain data. So again, these are those occurrences without a regular schedule. Maybe these are the pre-related for this month. All of those are different. Those are kinds of shifts or occurrences, and people can sign up for any or all of them. So if it occurs on a regular schedule, then we'll say from February 1st through March 31st, which is starting your end date, we put a start time and end time. This is the recurring event. So it's day daily, and so on. The recurrence can be daily, weekly, or monthly. So you can click on that, and it will show you some of the details. Now, what's important to note is that when you create those occurrences, all of them will operate. So you'll see here, I created, let's say, September 20th, 19th, 18th, and so on. If I had done, February 1st through March 31st, every Monday, and that's going to be multiple occurrences, and all that populate individually. So it's harder to delete. If you have lots of these, you can always email VC support at volunteerflorida.org, and we are happy to delete them for you. So just keep that in mind. That every single one of them in the regular occurrence is going to the occurrences that's listed in case you need to visually or just go ahead. Let us know if there are any details. We're happy to do that. Here's what it looks like to be the public. You see every occurrence, listed in the morning, and then when they click on it, it'll show membership and the volunteers, talk to the name, the general location, and will not see the actual address. You can, as I mentioned, provide a little occurrence description that says each relationship outside needs to like level commentary, and that's the accelerated class. The individual can then sign up for it. You'll see click here to email this contact. That's that opportunity leader who's one of the partner staff members who Jill that you clicked that you can click and decide who is going to be the client. So that's what it looks like for date and time specific. This first one was the sign up, which is written automatically confirmed, and you see when there's special interest, and you will notify them about the next steps. So that other scheduling type is the video schedule, and the way that volunteers can register. One is they can express interest with the schedule, and so they can register for a portion of the occurrence, but no automatic confirmation. And we'll go into this in a second. The other is very general interest. We want to put in all of the details about dates and times and all of that. And this is a great one if you just want to generate a list of people who have done that. So when you are scheduling using the individual schedule opportunity scheduling type, and people register through express interest in schedule, you can do some very general. So Mondays between through, let's say you're going to like this last year, so let's say you posted this in October. And you need people through November 29th, Mondays 8 to 1, Mondays 6:30 to 10:30, Fridays 10. That individual can then express interest in a certain number of those days at a specific time. So maybe they can only do 8 to 10 on those Mondays. They can register for that specific time frame. Maybe they can only do 2 of the Mondays. They can go in and kind of cater to their schedule specifics. So you are giving them a general range that they can participate in. So again, lots of flexibility both for you and for the community register. Now, this is one that we see the most, I think, on Volunteer Connect. And this is, again, that individual schedule type. And this is express interest only. And this is when you say, hey, we are looking for tutors to do this kind of work. We will provide you with more information. Please express interest. And we will now have this list of people who are interested. We can provide more details as we want to for them, but it says to me that they'll be contacted with additional information. It's a great way to just kind of capture volunteers kind of in a rolling way. You want to be sure that you are following up with them. You'll always receive an automatic notification when someone registers for one of the opportunities. So you just want to make sure to follow up with them. This is a great one to general post about your opportunity. And when you create your opportunity, you'll see again your opportunity name, your registration and schedule types. You'll put that description in. Keep a couple of things in mind, which details are most critical to promote the opportunity. Make sure your language is clear. Be careful of things like acronyms and so on that people may not know. Make sure it's clear, good grammar, consistent branding with what you use on your website and so on. All those things help. So you want to be careful with things that are a little too general, like volunteers needing help with that. Of course, you want to be more specific. So you'll see a couple of different fields here that you need to complete. The red star ones are required. So, a couple of things to highlight. One is with that location. Any location that you enter is going to be remembered. So you click on that little search icon to the far right on location. It'll populate these other locations for you. You can also click add a new location. When you click that search button, you'll be able to add a new location. Note that minimum age with adult, the default is 13. So you just want to be sure that you are accurate with that. And so you see a couple of other options. So if you want to create an opportunity, I just want to go back and show you volunteer opportunities over on the left-hand side, and then you click create an opportunity there at the top right. This is is also where you see all of your opportunities. You can go and click on the opportunities, see anybody who's registered, see your occurrences, all of the details that you have. And you can also filter and sort in that top menu bar. So real quickly with managing a connection is somebody who's registered for any of your opportunities. So that's anybody who's registered. In order for you to see people in your account, then you can register through Volunteer Connect. You manually add people. You can add a connection for somebody who maybe has registered in the past for one of your opportunities. They will always be in the system, but anybody who's never registered for something for your organization, you can actually add that. Just so you know, you can decline, confirm volunteers, mark attendance, all kinds of things in this connection section, which we are in. When you click under volunteer opportunities on one of your opportunities and you scroll down, you'll see this. You can also email out these volunteers. You know, on that far left-hand side, just want to click the boxes, the people that you want to email. If you click that top left box here, it's going to highlight all of the people, even if you have multiple pages of connections, so just make sure you know that. And then you also want to make sure that you CC yourself on any emails to volunteers so that you get a copy. You can also mark attendance, report attendance is that left menu, in that left menu bar. You'll see when you click there, you can do it mass way where you highlight or you click on those left-hand boxes. You can go and change start and end times for specific individuals. You can just change the hours in the far right-hand corner. You can click on the name of the individual and do the details there. So there's lots of options to have that that webinar next week at 10:30. So again, a reminder, just be sure that you have a solid and clear organization profile for anybody who may want to register. Make sure that you have nice and clear volunteer opportunity. You know, I'm going to show you real quickly. You can always look at the link for your organization profile or for your volunteer opportunity and post those, send those along, and people can directly connect to those opportunities. So I want to show you one more thing very quickly. When you are creating a volunteer opportunity, I've built in a few things for you here. If you are interested in a virtual opportunity, you'll want to go here to search, click location, and click add a location. Build everything else, you go next. Okay. You can give it a name, so you can just give it a general location and then location type first. Okay, so you won't have to add anything else. Okay. And you can put in the general time frame. And then create it. And once you've done this, just scroll quickly so that you can see it on the site. And people can search and they're going to be able to see virtual opportunities in their area. And you'll also be able to search and use the term virtual. But you see here, it has a location, which could be anything you want to write. It could be a city and state. But if it's a virtual, so people know that that's a virtual one. So, all right, 2 minutes under 11 o'clock. Thank you all so much for your time. Any questions you have, please contact VC Support as in Volunteer Connect, VC Support at volunteerflorida.org. Happy to walk you through any questions that you might have about Volunteer Connect. Please sign up for our newsletter. Love to share more with you about the work that we do in the organization and do that very much through those newsletters. Really appreciate your time this morning. We're just so thrilled that you registered for Volunteer Connect and hope that you find it very beneficial in recruiting and managing volunteers. Have a great day.